Hello there, my name is Pain Critical. If you've been here before, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my favorite Apocalypse Shock build in Remnant 2 against 3 different bosses. To start this build, I used the Shock Device Amulet, increases shock damage by 20% and overloaded damage by 50%. We also use the Alumni Ring, increases all elemental damage dealt by 10%. Xania's Malice Ring, dealing weak spot damage, increases weak spot damage by 10% for 7 seconds. Stacks 3 times. So total of 30% weak spot damage. Grounding Stone Ring, increases shock damage by 10% and shock resistance by 15%. The reason we're using the Grounding Stone is because we are using Overflow on the Chicago Typewriter, one of my favorite assault rifles in the game. Insane magazine. It says slow reload, but it doesn't feel like it. It is a little slow, but not as bad as some of the other weapons in the game. I don't know what they were thinking. Love you, Gunfire Games. And we'll be using Momentum as the mutator and Overflow as the mod. And you already know the properties that Overflow have: increase the fire rate, increase and reload speed for 20 seconds. Also, the bullets are imbued with shock. That's why the Grounding Stone makes sense. It gives us an extra 10% in shock damage, so having the mod open or in use at all times to shoot the enemy will be beneficial to us. Then we have Probability Cord, increase crit damage by 30%. Crit damage is always good. Always good, always. And since we're using Momentum on the Chicago Typewriter, right, that makes sense. So we can really get a lot of that damage, especially on the weak spot. But also, if you don't really want any weak spot damage, you know, you can use another damage or crit damage ring, but it's up to you. I use this because 30% is 30%, and that is insane. And then as for my relic, I am using Lifeless Heart because, hear me out, Lifeless Heart gives you 20 total relics, right? So you can just spam it, because you can eat it for no reason. Like, you just pop them for no reason, because we are using the Archon as our primary archetype and the Hunter as our secondary. And the Archon has a relic perk called Power Leak. Using relic grants 200 mod power for both equipped mods and an additional 100 to current mods. So you get a total of 300 on the weapon you are holding in your hands, plus other mod perks that the Archon has and holds, which makes it so we can continuously have our mod. I recommend that you pop a couple, like 1 or 2 relics in the process of fighting while you have your mod on. It'll get it ready for the next round. When you need to, when you run out of mod, you'll probably have it again. And for my relic fragments / stones, whatever you want to call them, we have elemental damage, we have range critical damage, and we have mod damage. Now, I had to decide between mod damage and critical chance. I flip-flopped between both of them, but mod damage gave me the most overall damage on hits. Crit chance gave me a little more consistent high damage. So you choose, you decide, you know, play around with it, whatever you think, whatever you like. And as for traits, it's pretty much free game, besides 2 that I think are absolutely necessary for the build. We're going to be using Glutton, just for the fact that we can constantly consume relics to get mod power, and Amplitude because we are using Chaos Gate for the 15% increase to all damage and 25% increased mod generation, but you do take more damage, 15% more damage. So when you do AoE, when you increase the AoE and you max out Amplitude, the size of the circle that you have to be in order to get this damage buff, it increases by a lot. I'll show you guys an example right here. It gives you more room to be able to roll around while still staying in the circle to dish out that damage. Now, I hope you guys enjoy the build and the video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. No way. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. No way. Did I really pass it like that? He's gone. No. Did not bad, not bad. Okay, dude. Yes. Thunder build is nice. camp. Dead. No, not dead. Yes. Woo. Finally did it.